Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. In the next coming weeks, we're going to start learning some new stuff, and so I will have to include a video just to kind of fill you in on everything for that unit. So I'm going to try this video out today, and I'm going to use YouTube, and so you guys can let me know. To me, that's the easiest way for me to put a video out there for you guys to see. So I wrote it down, so bear with me. I just want to make sure I go through a few things, and I didn't want to forget something. So the first thing is that many of you have been on STEMscope. It should have looked a little bit familiar, closing in, concept attainment, post-assessment questions. And again, most of you have seemed to have liked that. When we start, next week, we're going to have to continue with discussion questions. And then the week after that's when we'll start new information in STEMscopes. Each time you do a unit, you'll do the pre-assessment questions like we always do in class. Make a very good attempt, see what you know, but as always, those won't be a grade. We will have some units with an engage activity, the introduction activity, but some units won't. Sometimes the engage activity will be in STEMscopes. If so, again, we'll give a very good attempt on those. Sometimes I'll have to put them in Google Classroom for you to look at in there. So you'll just have to pay attention to Google Classroom and STEMscopes. Some of the units have a video, and you will be able to start and stop your video, pause, and answer questions just like we always have. Those questions will be online in STEMscopes. And so you'll be in control of start and stop, and it'll tell you when to stop the video, or the question will tell you how many seconds to stop. So it's very easy. It's like me showing you the video, and you'll take a few notes. Again, good attempt on those note taking. They will be in STEMscopes online, but a very good attempt is what I'll ask for you on those. Then it gets to the journal, and the guide and the journal are tricky because there's a lot of writing and there were a lot of group activities. So I have taken the guide and copied the guide into a document. So those will be in Google Classroom for you. And I have put the journal into a Google form, and I'll have to email you the Google form for you to fill out and submit through email. The good news is I took out all the writing you normally do, like think about the background questions, and I made them into like multiple choice or check all that apply kind of questions. So you won't have a lot of writing, and it'll be graded quickly for you when you submit it to see how you do. So your journal will be a grade, but it's going to be in a Google form in your email. So Google Classroom, STEMscopes, and email will be very important during that online time. Google Forms, and I'm telling you, I had never created Google Forms, so I'm getting pretty good at it. You have to check your email for me. It's how I'm responding to you guys, and it'll be some of your assignments will be in email. After we finish the guide, I've referred to it as the Explore Student Guide background information because it's mainly focused on the background. If I could put a few activities in there, I did, or ask you questions about them. Once we've done the guide, the background information Google form, which will be a grade, then you'll be finishing up the unit with the progress monitor and post-assessment questions, multiple choice like normal. You'll do the closing in and the concept attainment quiz just like normal. And those activities in STEMscope will all be averaged together to make one grade for in there. So your journal will be a grade, and those follow-up questions will be a grade. The stuff we do to learn about the information, those will be good attempts as always. And then that's how you'll get your grade from me. I'll also include the STEMscopedia. They call it that because it's like an encyclopedia. It'll have activities in there, but those won't be a grade. Those are just going to be used as a reference for you to have a little more extra information. And I want to remind you, you'll be at a computer or a phone. You have Google at your fingertips. There's nothing that says you can't Google for help as you need it. And we will also have time set up in, I think it's Google Hangout or Google Meet, and you can send me messages and ask me questions. You can always email me. But that way you can ask me questions as you need to also. But Google is your friend. I always use it. So again, I hope you're doing well. You can give me feedback and let me know. Email me and let me know if YouTube works for you. And because that's the simplest way that I know how to do it. So take care of yourself. Next week will be discussion questions, but I'm going to send you a practice Google form. And then the next week we'll hit STEMscopes. I'm looking forward to it. Take care of yourselves.